Hey guys, the Quack45 here, and today I have episode 16 of my Versatech, or my Minecraft Versatech survival series, whatever I call it, whatever my normal intro is. So, you may remember in the last episode I mentioned a little thing called TARTARITE. It wasn't too important. I just mentioned that if you level a sword that's made out of it, you could one-hit a wither. Nothing too big. No, just nothing insane, but, something kind of interesting. Well, yeah, I'm gonna make it now. So, basically, it's a little bit complex. First of all, it requires, Ithlaris dust and it requires adamantine dust. These are the two rarest ores in the, in Metallurgy 4. And they are in fact quite rare. It took me a long time to find them. I did make use of my ore tripling ability with that I made in last episode to get them. So yeah, it helped me get more of it. In fact, it's the only reason I have 8 Laris left, which I'm gonna save until I find more adamantine. I thought that Laris was rarer than adamantine, but I've been able to find more of it than I have the adamantine. So I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it. So, we're gonna require, so in Metallurgy, there are a couple different ways of creating alloys, because a lot of Metallurgy, there are ores, but there are also alloys. Tartarite is an alloy. And some of these alloys you can create by just crafting together the dusts in a crafting table. But, with the more advanced ones, such as Tartarite, you have to use this machine called an alloyer. What does the alloyer require? Well, it's a fair amount of stuff. It requires a furnace, a machine frame, those are quite easy, but it also requires 3 Angmalon and 4 Damascus steel. I have the mats here for Damascus steel, and I have an Angmalon already, but I'll go through it. Angmalon is made by, combining the dusts of iron and, gold. So, I believe it'll work in a crafting table, but you can also use the alloy machine if you have one. But, let me just check. Yep, it'll work, so it's not too advanced, so, that'll work. And then, there's also the Damascus steel, which is made by combining bronze dust, or also Tinker's Alloy Blend, which is basically another type of bronze, and iron dust. That'll get you Damascus steel, and as with all things in, Metallurgy, creating the dust will get you 2 of the dust, so 1 of each unit will get 2 dust. So, yeah, I'm gonna get this smelting real quick, and, I'll be back to you when it is done. Alright, well, it's not all done, but I did get enough that to do what I needed, so I'm just gonna continue from here. So, as you saw, we require a machine frame, which is made like so. 5 iron in a cross and copper in the remaining spots. Oopsies, that's not what I meant to do. I made an oopsie. Okay, yep, machine frame, and then we're gonna require a furnace, and now it's going to be crafted like so. Machine frame in the center, furnace in the bottom center, Damascus steel on the left and right, and then Angmalon on the 3 top slots. Good. Alloyer. Now we're gonna need a little bit of coal, because this is powered by coal. It's not electrically powered. So I'm gonna put this, you know what, right here. Yeah, I did just mine wood with a pickaxe, but that's just how this wood works. It's kind of strange. Do I have a chest for this shit? I don't think I do. Oh, no, I do. Good. So yeah. Coal goes on the left, and our adamantine and our Ithlaris goes in here. I am using up all my adamantine, but I don't think I'll have any use for it that I won't be able to use Tartarite for. So, here we are. As you can see, it's just going to take a minute, because it's like a furnace, and it's going to give us 2 Tartarite for every one of each of those dusts. So, that's very good. Why do we care about this Tartarite? Well, as I mentioned, it can, one-hit a wither, so I'm going to be making some weapons out of it. I am going to make a sword, I believe. Well, at least the blade of the sword. I'm going to be really conservative with this shit, because it is immensely valuable. I have an adamantine pickaxe that I'm not going to make a pickaxe out of it, because I don't need it, but, I am going to make a sword. So, I'm going to get the mats together for this, and I'm going to talk to you about it, so, because there is some logic that's going to go into the sword, so I will be, back to you when I'm done with that. Alright, here we go. So, I have the Tartarite melted down, but I also have a couple other things in the smeltery. Obsidian and Manilian. I still don't know... Manulin, I think it is. Anyway, so yeah, I have that stuff in there, and the reason that I have it all in there is because I'm not going to cast the entire sword in Tartarite. That would be insanely wasteful, because the only thing we need the Tartarite for is for the blade of the sword, because that's going to give us the insane bonus. Let's just take a look right here. Tartarite, I'm going to make a broadsword. I could make a cleaver and get more damage, 16 attack damage, look at that. But that does require a lot of stuff, so I'm going to make a broadsword, because that will require, like, 1 ingot of Tartarite, I think. And as you can see, 10 attack damage by default, that's not even with leveling. So, yeah, but I'm not going to make the entire sword out of Tartarite, because that would be incredibly wasteful. I am instead going to make it just the blade out of Tartarite, and then I'm going to make the other stuff out of some other things that I will explain in just a minute. Let's select the Tartarite and pour it out. You're going to see it has a nice little orange color. I kind of like that. And we're going to put that in there. And now we're going to need a tool rod and a wide guard. So, we're going to make the wide guard, or we're going to make the tool rod out of Manilian. God, I hate Manulin, that's it, okay. So we're going to select the Manulin and make the tool rod out of it. And then we're going to take the wide guard cast, select the obsidian, and make the tool rod, or and make the wide guard out of that. I'll explain why we're making it in this way in a second. So let's put this stuff back because we don't need it. And now we have our parts for our sword. Good. So, why did I make the sword the way that I did? Well, I first explained with the sword blade, that is going to give you the maximum, or the default 10, plus 10 attack damage. But the reason I made an obsidian wide guard and a Manilian tool rod, I don't remember if actually Manulin, God, I'm an idiot. I don't remember if Manulin is actually useful for, this. I know on pickaxes, it'll give you faster mining, I believe. You can read the books on, in Tinker's Construct, like, that it gives you, and I believe it'll talk about this and, like, the different bonuses that things give. But, I'm not entirely sure now to think that the Manulin gives any bonus with regards to swords, but to hell with it, I already made it. But the reason I made the obsidian is because if you have any obsidian, if you have anything that's obsidian in the, if any part on the tool is obsidian, it's going to get reinforced 3 by default, which is basically like unbreaking. It means it has less of it. It has a chance every time you use it of not taking damage. As you can see on this adamantine pick, I made the tool rod, I believe, out of obsidian, and that gave me reinforced 3, and then I leveled and got reinforced 4. So that was kind of nice. That was kind of extremely nice. That means that the pickaxe is going to survive for much longer than otherwise, and that's a very expensive pickaxe, so I'm happy about that. Anyway. So yeah, that's why I made the sword the way that I did. So we're going to craft this sword. Now it's, of course, a broadsword. So we're going to put the blade there, the wide guard there, and the tool rod there. And we're not going to name this just any sword. No. We're going to name this Mighty Sword of Thor. Is that too long? Might Sword of Thor. Okay, you know what? It's, okay, Sword of Thor. We now hold the Sword of Thor. Etc. So as you can see, plus 10 attack damage by default, that's pretty freaking good. But, normally, you would repair it with, the main thing, or you would repair a tool with the main thing of, that it's made of, which in this case would be Tartarite, because the sword blade is made of Tartarite. But obviously, I don't want to spend all my Tartarite on repairing a freaking sword. So, I have a solution for that. There is going to require me to not, or is not going to require me to use that. I am going to be right back when I get some mats together. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I actually did a couple things. I went and got mossy cobblestone, which is what I needed. But I also went and killed a whole lot of mobs because I wanted to level up the sword once to get a modifier slot, and then I decided to just level it up again. So I got luck, and then I got knockback the second time, so that's pretty good. I don't like the knockback, but what the hell. So, basically, why did I get this mossy cobblestone? Obviously, you can get this from, you know, a dungeon, but, I live near a magical forest, which, for whatever reason, has, inexplicably has mossy cobblestone all around the place. So, you know, I got some stuff there. Or that's where I got the mossy cobblestone from, so I didn't have to find a dungeon conveniently. So, yeah. Anyway, what matters is that I got mossy cobblestone, because what this can be used for is a little something called a ball of moss. Now, if you take mossy cobblestone, or mossy stone brick, I think, or whatever, you'll get ball of moss, 9 of it. And basically what this ball of moss is used for is if you upgrade a tool with it. So let's take this sword and attach the ball of moss to it. You will get auto repair. So you may have noticed that, for example, these arrows or my bow have been repairing themselves because I haven't been upgrading them. Or I haven't been repairing them. They got auto repair on them from some of the bonuses for my skill upgrades. So, yeah, they've been repairing themselves. It's really useful on the arrows because then it just gets more arrows and I don't have to, you know, use material to make more. In fact, I'm just going to make a bunch of balls of moss and use them all on the arrows because I want to get more, I want to get the arrows to go faster or to, like, repair themselves faster because that's really convenient. How many levels can I put on it? Oh, okay. I think it's a modifier slot, so I had to have modifier slots available. Anyway, yeah, so that is, I think, the episode. So, yeah, in this episode, I made the Tartarite sword, the Sword of Thor! And with this sword, we will slay the foes who stand before us, etc. And I showed you I explained auto repair and what it does. So basically, this is just going to keep this sword up or repairing itself, so I don't have to spend Tartarite to repair it, which is helpful. Also, one last thing, we got I killed a named mob, so I got a common treasure. Let's open it up. We got gold coins, a gold ingot, and an ender pearl. Not too bad. These gold coins are basically just like gold nuggets. They don't have much use. But, you know, I get them, so I have them. Yeah, so that's gonna finish up the episode. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. Thanks for watching, and bye.